Hello friends, my name is N.K. Singh and I am from Netritva Foundation. Netritva Foundation is a channel on YouTube, and the purpose of this channel is to spread the message of leadership among the youths so that they can be good leaders, good managers in corporate and business world. And the purpose of today's discussion is about the managers so that the managers can consolidate their position in their business and corporate world and move forward along with their career. As I said, the purpose of today's discussion is to assist managers in consolidating their position in their role and in their organization. The purpose is also to make them aware of the principles they need to follow to transform themselves from a person with a managerial title to accepted and respected leaders by their people and by their organization. Content of today's discussion is elaboration of 5 key mantras, principles uh, that manager is supposed to follow to make the above said transformation happen. These given mantras or principles are already practiced by many leaders and proven in their high success probabilities. Suggested techniques are based on real-time circumstances of corporate and business work culture. Who should attend this session? The manager who is unable to deliver against his or her managerial expectations can attend this session. This session can also be attended by newly promoted manager. This can also be attended by people who want to be manager in future. So let's start with the mantras. There will be 5 mantras that a manager need to practice in order to consolidate his or her position and to deliver against the uh, expectations of the organization. The first mantra is open all channels of two-way communication. All possible channels of two-way communication must be open between employees and the manager. This is important so that both can discuss each other's goals, challenges, expectations, perceptions, areas of improvement, etc., etc. To put a successful team in place, this two-way flow of communication is very important. Without this two-way communication, we cannot expect a successful team in place. In most of the organization, the flow of communication is one way. It always uh, originates from management or manager side and reaches the employee side. But to have a successful team in place, there should be an open channel of two-way communication between employees and the management or the manager. So to have all channels open, please take care of the below things. The first thing you need to do is organize daily 15 to 30 minutes of a stand-up meeting. Try doing it preferably after 1 hour of your office start time. In this meeting, you can discuss what you did yesterday, what your team is going to do today, what went well, what did not work as expected, what are the areas of improvement. If your team is located at multiple locations, then you can do it over teleconference as well. But this meeting will bring up your entire team on one page. Everybody will be fully updated about the things happening in the team. And being a manager, you will also be fully updated on daily basis what your team is doing and where your team is doing good, where your team is not doing good, what are the areas of improvement, and so on. The next meeting you need to organize in order to open two-way communication channel is a weekly meeting of 30 minutes to 1 hour. Do it preferably on Friday each week. In this meeting, discuss all team issues and try to document all the points discussed, and at the end send a minutes of the meeting to all the participants. At the same time, being a manager, you will have to ensure that whatever is being discussed is being addressed as well. The next meeting you need to take care of is a monthly one-on-one meeting between you and each of the team member, and you can select a time frame of 30 minutes to 1 hour depending on your requirement. In this meeting, you can discuss your individual employee performance, challenges, and expectations, and make sure this meeting is going to be a one-on-one meeting between you and your employee. No one else should be available during that meeting. At the same point of time, you will have to make sure that whatever is being discussed uh, in the meeting is not being communicated to anyone else. And this confidentiality should be maintained by you and by your concerned employees as well. In this meeting, you can give your constructive feedbacks to your employees to help them understand their performance level. At the same point of time, you can also discuss the challenges of the employee, the challenges that your employee is facing. You can also get to know their expectations, that what they expect out of the team or out of the organization. The next communication channel that you need to set up is a forum to drive continuous improvement. Set up a forum where employees can give ideas for improvement in current way of working of department and or organization. Set up a committee to manage that forum from getting to know an idea of improvement through various phases of discussion and approval till implementation or rejection. To summarize, you need to establish a communication channel between you and your employees through which your employees can give improvement ideas to you. So, and you will have to make sure that whatever ideas are coming from your employees are being managed till the time either they are not being implemented or not being rejected with a justified reason. So, as a manager, you will have to open these communication channels between you and your team. And this will help you to know your employees better. The second mantra you need to take care of is build two-way trust between you and your team. Good growth-oriented delivery by two parties require good trust between the two. Good trust between the two requires good relation between the two. Good relation between the two requires good communication between the two with an attitude of helping each other succeed. Do the below things with the above said attitude to build the above said two-way trust, because two-way trust is very important. By two-way trust, I mean your employees should trust the management or the manager of the organization, and the management or manager of the organization should trust the employees. Because Without this two-way trust, a successful team cannot be in place. So you will have to do the below things to build a two-way trust between you and your team. The first thing you need to do is you will have to own and solve all the issues that you come across while having different types of meetings. Because while conducting your daily stand-up meeting, weekly team meeting, one-on-one meeting with your employees, innovation forum, you will come to know many challenges and many issues from your employees. Now it's your responsibility to own all those issues and to get them resolved. To do that, prepare an action item tracker for all such issues and own them till closure. Till the time all such issues are not resolved, you are supposed to provide a, a status update to your employees during your weekly or monthly meeting. Do all these things with full honesty, transparency, and integrity. Bottom line of this mantra is good communication gives good relation, and good relation gives good trust between the two parties if communication and relationship building is done on the foundation of honesty, transparency, and integrity. Just keep in mind, two-way trust between you and your team is very important. You can take it as the heart of your team, as a core of your team. Without absence of this trust, nothing can happen to your team. By nothing, I mean no positive thing can happen with your team or within your team. The third mantra you need to practice as a manager is put an effective career development framework in place. Put a career development path in place for your team and align it with the same of your organization. If such framework is already in place, then make it effective. Because in many organizations or in many teams or in many departments, uh, such career development framework is available, but it is not effective. It is not practiced by the manager. So you need to do the below things to have a effective career development in your team. You are supposed to gather all the information that how, when, and where within your team or within your organization your team members can grow in terms of roles and responsibilities, in terms of designation, in terms of a skill and compensation. Once you are done with this information collection process, you are supposed to analyze the collected information, and based on that analysis, you are supposed to prepare a career development framework for your team. Here, you can involve the HR of your organization to help you. Once such framework is ready, you can discuss the same with all the stakeholders and take it towards the final approval, because you cannot put a career development or employee career development framework in place. You can prepare it, you can propose it to your seniors and stakeholders, and you will have to get it approved. Find out the career development as so the next thing you need to do as a manager is, once such career development framework is ready and approved, the next thing you will have to do is you will have to find out the career development aspiration of each of your team member and align it with the career development framework. While doing this, you will have to uh, find out a placeholder where information about the career aspiration and alignment uh, with the framework is kept, actioned, and reviewed periodically. Because all such information must be kept at a centralized location in an organized manner so that at any given point of time, if you need to check what is the career path for a particular team member of yours, you should directly go to that central location and you should have a look at that information. You are also supposed to facilitate your team members as per their career development path and make them grow in your team or in your organization. So just to summarize, as a manager, you are supposed to put a career development path for each of your team member, and you are supposed to execute it honestly, transparently, and with full integrity. The next mantra that you need to practice is benchmark your team goal against the goals of a top performing organization of your domain. By now, if you have done good job up to mantra number 3, then you can expect a trusted and motivated team as a result. So now it's time to set the goals high because the team is trusted and motivated. Once you set the goals, push your team with extra dose of motivation to go and get the goals accomplished. To get the goals accomplished, you will have to do the below things. Do a quick review of each team member performance against goal during your monthly one-on-one meetings. This way, there will be 12 mini performance appraisal in a year for each of your team member. You don't need to go through each and every goal in detail because in one-on-one meeting you are supposed to spend maximum 30 minutes in a month. So take out 10 to 15 minutes out of 30 minutes and just give a very quick feedback to each of your team member that how he or she is performing against the assigned goal. This way, each of your team member will understand where he or she stands on the name of performance against the given goal. And if you do it on monthly basis, just spending 10 to 15 minutes during your monthly one-on-one meeting, there will be 12 mini performance appraisal in a year. And the benefit will be that your underperformer will know where they stand. And in the year end, at the time of final appraisal, there will be no hue and cry. And you will also be in a position to take better decisions based on the past discussions. The next thing you need to take care is you are supposed to motivate your team for good things that may happen to them upon successful accomplishment of the goals. You should also facilitate your team for everything they need to accomplish their goals. You should also take corrective actions on monthly basis in case any deviations are observed. Because during monthly one-on-one meeting, you will be discussing the performance of each of your team member against the given goals. So if you see that any particular employee or team member is not performing as per the defined goals, take corrective actions in that particular month only. This way, you will not lose a year for your team as for that particular team member as well. The last mantra that you are supposed to practice is make rewards and recognition a special thing, but be lavish in giving it to justified people. By a special, I mean here is, in many organizations, rewards and recognition are given to people who are just doing their job, their regular job, their business as usuals, in a good manner. And my opinion is rewards and recognition should not be given to someone who is just doing business as usual or routine work in a good way. Because for good execution of BAUs or routine work, every employee is paid salary and other benefits. Rewards and recognition should be given to people who uh, go beyond his job details or go beyond his BAUs or expected regular work and do something extraordinary. So that's why I'm saying awards and recognition should be a special thing, but once we get such kind of a special people, we should be lavish in giving it. To make that happen, you will have to do below things. The first thing you will have to do is you will have to maintain records of all good work done by your team so that whenever you receive a nomination, award nomination information, you just need to go by your collected information, collected records, and take decision whom to nominate, whom not to nominate, and so on. I am suggesting this because when some good thing happens in the team, the manager become happy, but he does not maintain any records of such information. And just couple of months later, when information is floated for the nomination of any particular rewards or recognition, the manager starts thinking who he should who should be nominated or on what basis. So if information about all good work of the team is maintained at a particular location by the manager, then such decision can be taken in a better way. After maintaining records of such information, the manager is supposed to nominate people after doing a proper analysis of work done versus the reward criteria. Even if the nomination does not work in final round of selection, because sometimes it will happen that you nominate someone, but in the final round of selection, that person can be dropped because there will be few other competent people from other teams or other department, and they will be selected and your nomination can be dropped. In such a situation, the manager doesn't need to be disappointed, but the manager is supposed to communicate the nominated person or the nominated team member about the nomination and about the nomination current status. This will make the employee happy that at least his manager thought of nominating him or her for that particular reward or recognition. The manager can also try to get such employee recognized by some other way. The manager can try such employee getting rewarded or recognized by using some other rewards that is under the direct authority of the manager. So having said that, I wish you good luck, all the best, and hope to see you as a consolidated and successful manager who is moving forward year on year by delivering good result for the team and for the organization. Thank you.